What you looking at? Huh? What you looking at? There's nobody here. It's just a... Oh my god.
The hag, 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 the hag.
Thank you, Rizu, for the 19 months and for breaking me. Hello, hiyo everybody. How are we doing today? I hope you guys have had a good week so far. I can't believe it's already Thursday. This is kind of crazy. I see you guys have I see you guys have found the new sound alert. I added the new redeem. I made it incredibly spammable. We will find out later on whether or not I'm gonna come to regret that. But for now, it basically doesn't have a cooldown and it costs very little channel points. So you guys can whack to your heart's content. And thank you. Yes, you can give me eggs too. I like eggs. Yes, egg me. Egg me. Eggies. Yes. My week's been pretty good, I think. I don't really remember any of it right now, but my week is a thing that happened, and I haven't been as burned out this week as I have been the past couple weeks. I've still been enjoying writing. It's rather than something to stress out over, it's been something to like help me unwind. And that has been a very new feeling that I hope I can preserve. Because writing is fun when I actually do it. So that's been neat. Just kind of doing that in my free time. I've been debating on getting Stellar Blade, but I'm kind of like I'm not playing. I'm too busy writing and reading like a fucking doofus. So like, am I really gonna have time for games? I got tabletop stuff to work on too, because I got a big game coming up this weekend. It's not very good from what I've seen. What, Stellar Blade? Because I played the demo for Stellar Blade, and I really liked it. Combat system is like fun and snappy. It has like fun and interesting mechanics. And I mean, it is like, yes, this does include the characters, but the art style and like art direction in general is like just such a feast for the eyes. Like, I really enjoy the sci-fi aesthetic of it because I'm like huge into this kind of sci-fi. So I just think it's cool and a fun time, and I get to play as a cute robot girl. And so it's like everything I have ever wanted. Preach, I'm looking forward to the text-based game of M&M tomorrow because I enjoy the writing. Yeah. Honestly, it's been a long time since I've been in a text-based TTRPG that actually lasted. And I remember liking it for that very same reason. It's just that, like, back then I was having more issues with writer's block than I even am now, so it started to wear on me for a little bit after a while. And then there's the internal struggle of I thought of this moment that would be fun to write, but how do I make the moment make sense? So here's the thing, Okida. Here's a fun little cheat code when it comes to writing or like making stories. You don't have to make it make sense. You can just like you don't have to write like a lead up and a prologue and like prepare and set that scene before you actually write it. You can just write that scene and let the blanks fill in themselves. You can just write that moment, no matter how like weird it is out of context, because you're the only one that's gonna see it. You're the only one that's gonna see it until you like put all the pieces together. But if that is like the one piece that works for you, if that's like the only thing that you work backwards from it. Exactly. And that's something that like I'm still kind of working on myself, but you know, you just gotta chase inspiration where you have it. And then it works. And then it's good. Yep. And then yeah, like once you get the gears turning, once you get the wheels rolling, then you can just like do the thing. You can just work off the momentum and like go with it. And then you'll like build up your confidence, and then you'll feel good about it. You'll be like, oh, look at these cool moments. I want to tie them all together. All this, I'm so motivated with this character. Ha! Yeah. Definitely enjoying writing recently. Part of me is a little like annoyed though that there aren't more hours in the day because like personally I would like I don't know if I can bring myself to like start another story after I have started a different one, which means if I have multiple ideas that I want to do, I have to finish them one at a time because that's just like the only way my brain works. That's frustrating because like I can't seem to find enough time to completely finish one thing before I move on to the next. It's like, damn. I mean, I've been at this current story that I'm working on for like, I mean, basically this whole week. So yeah, so about like 3.5 days. I think I maybe took like 1 day off, so we could say like 3 days. I'm still not done. Ugh. Not to mention it was only the rough draft. Not that I'm gonna like publish this or show it to anybody, but I mean I gotta edit it anyway. It's gonna give me practice with that, and I'll get better at editing and refine the product and have something that I'm like proud of. What was just playing was I need to get an extension or a plugin or a bot or a strange little fairy that lists the song title of what I'm listening to. Yes, MTU. It's just a random playlist I threw up, but wow, Stormer yapping instead of playing game. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Fine. Look, you're the one who unknowingly followed the stream of a VTuber that's really passionate about writing, okay? It's not like you ever would have known that until very recently when I started obsessing over it again and like breaking my creative block. Anyway, yes. We're here for Vivid Stasis. And we're gonna finish chapter 3. Hopefully that isn't gonna be an arduous nightmare because thanks to the fact that I've been writing all day, and haven't had a chance to like practice the rhythm gameplay at all, I'm hoping we don't run into some like really horrible, difficult boss lock situation because I'm probably gonna suck ass at the rhythm game today. So, yeah. We'll just see what happens. Alright, let's go. Joke's on you, I had it up already. Haha! And I expect a lot of headbanging. You don't say. I wonder why. Although, you know, I used to unironically be a headbanger back when I was like really, really into metal. And now, like, if you like shake or tap my head too much, I get migraines because my brain has become very delicate. Wait, we're not going to rhythm play. We're going to the flowchart. Oops. Chapter 3's boss is 100% my favorite boss outside of the final boss. Ooh. Oh god, it's a feeling there. Chronic migraine hell over. Yep. It's chronic migraines. I get chronic migraines at like anything at all. I'm especially like light sensitive, which sucks because, you know, I play a lot of video games. So, you know, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, I might remove the chat message on that particular alert if I can do that. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Cool. Let's see if that updates. Because, yeah, I want you guys to be able to spam the weh, but if it just, like, completely floods the... Fuck. It might take a little bit longer for it to take. Oh wait, no. I know what it is. Wait, can I... I don't actually know how to fix this. Oh no. Yeah, the notification isn't coming from sound alerts, it's coming from Twitch. So that means I have to somehow turn off the text notification through Twitch. And I don't know how to do that. Well, no, that's not what you want. Damn, I suppose I'm just gonna have to look that up later. Temp fix, take it easy on the Wes. Oh. I mean, I don't know. Take it like, okay, you can use them when like things are quiet. But like if there's a conversation going on, don't spam them. That's what I would say. Otherwise, you know, you can use them. But maybe don't like just completely drown somebody's messages out with Wes. Can you guys do that? Okay, thank you. All right. Episode 21. Reach into the sunrise. Saturday visits the Sunrise Foundation at night. I am told this is a long one. This story episode is very long. It is recommended to be prepared before selecting the node. Well, I've got water. Not as much as I'd usually like. I've got snacks. Not that I'd be able to eat them. I've got you guys. The longin' will be here for a while. You're making me want to prepare even further. Like get a second thing of... I have an idea, I need points for the intercom redeem. Oh shit, you know what? That reminds me, I gotta set up voice mod on my stream mic. Because I have voice mod, and I actually like wanted to do it for... Oh, hold up, I'm gonna make popcorn. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yes. Sorry. We have to wait until Anna is done making popcorn. Yeah, no, I know you silly. Okay. I might have to refill on water, like halfway through this. Because this is gonna be a lot of talking, but let's go. I said let's go. We had tried to take our minds off what was coming, but it was a fruitless effort. It was approximately 90 minutes before the time specified in the puzzle video, and I was sitting on the bed in my guest room in Chio's apartment. I wasn't sure how to explain the feeling, but it felt like everything was converging to this single night. I wasn't sure if I was ready to find the answers that were waiting for me, but the video message's appearance had made it plenty clear that I no longer had any choice in the matter. The door opened, and Allison walked in. Are you okay? Yeah, I am. I'm just nervous. She sat down on the bed beside me and rested her head on my shoulder. I'd be more surprised. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, it broke me. Oh, he broke me. Oh, God. Metal pipe in my skull. Holy shit. Hello, Bear. I'll have you know the metal pipe is only still there because of you. because I know it is integral to your survival. Thank you, Bear, for keeping the pipe alive. Oh my god, that got me so good. Okay. Now that I'm woken up. Yeah, Bear, so Bear is one of our longest. Bear is one of our most longtime viewers, and was one of the first people to use the metal pipe sound effect when I first added it to our sound alerts on the channel. At the time, I didn't realize it was gonna jump scare the shit out of me. I was just like, haha, metal pipe funny. And then, once a stream, every time at least, Bear would throw a metal pipe. And it's become so integral to our stream that I always predict, and I always count on, there being one metal pipe every stream from Bear. It's his hello, yes. And he has mastered the art of waiting for the perfect time when I'm the most relaxed or the most tense to throw it at the optimal time to scare the shit out of me. It always works. Anyway, hello, Bear. It is very nice to see you. Anyway, I'd be more surprised if you weren't nervous. I'm nervous too. I think everyone is. But I don't doubt that you've got it worse. So much of this is centered around your own feelings. I guess it's just important that I make sure you know that I'm here for you if you need me for anything. Ever. I think that's the main reason I've been able to come so far. Yeah? What makes you say that? She was hiding it, but I could tell that got her all flustered. She had an oddly insecure side to her compassion. At first, I wanted to pretend that everything was okay. All those moments ago on that day that ended in the museum fire, I hurt you and myself by trying to force myself to believe I was doing better than I was. So I started trying to be more honest, open up more when I was feeling out of it. I've worried a little, all this time, that your high spirits over these past few months have been the result of you putting on a brave face. I'm worried about that too. It's way too easy to fall into unhealthy habits without realizing it. But when I took the time to analyze the situations I was in, I found that it was all true. You know, I have to say, Saturday's development, knowing what we know now about her being in the therapy machine, kind of explains a lot of why her emotional intelligence develops so significantly over the course of this story. She's grown a lot and fast. She's in the torment nexus. I was able to live some of my most true moments this past fall, even despite my life being completely upended ever since the summer. And, well, yeah, I owe some of that to Eri and Kotomi, and even to Chio. I think most of it was because of you. Oh god. Oh god, wait. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh no. Oh no, is this actually Doomed Yuri? It's just occurring to me. Is this is Allison not real? I don't know.
You flatter. I'm not special. There are tons of girls like me. Whether that's true or not doesn't change anything, because I don't have this kind of connection with any of them. Fair enough.
Glancing at Allison, she buried her head in my shoulder, obviously not expecting a wholehearted answer to her joking question.
You've changed too.
Have I?
Absolutely you have. The Allison of summer 2022 would have told me there's absolutely no way we should pay any mind to the puzzle video.
Quantum entanglement decrees that, isn't it? Decrees that it isn't. Is that so? Speaking of quantum entanglement, I feel like this whole situation with the cycles, with the cycles and the dimensions and the therapy machine, I feel like this qualifies as time traveling lesbians. This qualifies as time traveling lesbians to me. So I have 3 nickels now. I have 3 nickels now. Weird that it's happened 3 times.
I don't know if you realized it, but at some point your goalposts shifted from trying to stop me from action to being there for me when action arises. And that helped a lot. Seriously. I think that after the museum incident, and then especially the cave-in, I just kind of realized there was no turning back. That really was the turning point. I really wish you'd give yourself more credit. It's no big deal, really. So, I don't think I deserve any kind of special praise. I leaned over and planted a kiss on her cheek. Well, you're getting it anyway. What a shame. How do you vocalize that kind of sound with your mouth? You gotta tell me. Maybe one day. Maybe once you tell me how you vocalize a tilde.
Yeah, I want to know that one too. Both of us laughed and sat in silence for a little longer, reveling in the moment as if the world was going to end in a matter of seconds. Okay, Allison can canonically vocally key smash. Yes. But the peace could only last so long. My alarm went off. Time to get going? Yeah, it is. Are you ready? No. I'm not. That's okay. I'll be right here with you every step of the way. I know. Thank you, Ellie. I love you. Love you too. Now let's not keep Gio waiting. We stood up and walked out of the room. I flicked the lights off with the switch on the wall, and as I did, I took one more glance around the room. How many things will have changed by the time I step into this room again? If you ever step into this room again. I think anyone can if they try hard enough. Yeah. I mean, it really is just kind of like a mixture of letters and sounds. The location specified in the video message was right by Shinjuku Station, so it was only a short train ride away from Ikebukuro. As we rode on the train, Eri briefed us on the backup plans in case something went awry. Obviously, our burner phones are the best way to send out any kind of SOS. I'm assuming you all brought yours? Yeah, we did, but... Why are you only checking this now? Shouldn't you have double-checked before we left? You're right, but it seems like it all worked out in the end, so there's no need to dwell on it. I could tell from her tone that she was spending most of the time we left preparing herself mentally for whatever it was about to come. Over the past few months, I've come to realize that Eri is much less steel-willed than she seems. Probably even more fragile than Katomi. She's gotten better at opening herself up to those insecurities, but it's a process. So she's still the hard-ass police detective who isn't allowed to emote at times. Weh. I look around at my friends.
The thought entered my mind that I might not get to see one or all of them after the events of tonight, but I dismissed that thought from my mind. Allison saw me tense up slightly anyway, though, and gripped my hand tighter as if to say, "It's all going to be okay in the end." That more or less helped me to fully calm down. Though the train ride was short, it felt like it lasted an eternity. But even eternity reaches the end of time eventually, and sure enough, we got off the metro line at Shinjuku Station and walked up into the busy streets of the red light district. The location we'd been pointed to was visible immediately after leaving the station. It was... Wait. What's going on here? I thought that this was an empty lot on the map. It definitely was. Looks like the gate to the lot is open. Almost like we're being welcomed in. An uneasy feeling rose up briefly, but I gripped Allison's hand harder, and we walked forward through the fence surrounding the building that shouldn't be there. The building was tall, easily about 15 stories. When we walked around the back, there was a plate near the door that made me freeze in my tracks. The Sunrise building? Hearing my shock, Eri, Kotomi, and Shio hurried over. Sure enough, the back of the entrance had a sign above it that read Sunrise Building, rear entrance. Sunrise Foundation again. They've been all over this mystery, and now, a building with the same name has appeared in a lot that we were led to believe was empty. It shouldn't be a stretch to say that something's up here. You're right. Why didn't this building come up? And something else is bothering me. The four of us looked at Eri. What is it, When we were walking here, I saw one of the pedestrians look at me, and overheard them saying something along the lines of, "Why are they going into that empty lot?" You think they can't see the huge-ass building, for some reason? It's not impossible. As if to them, it doesn't exist. So then, why can we see it? Because I have allowed you to. The five of us jumped at the sudden arrival of a voice unfamiliar to us, spinning around really fast. We saw a woman in a long dress leaning against the side of the building. Okita, you get a pass. You get a pass, but you cut it close on that one. You're cutting it close. Who are you? Are you... Relax. I'm not your enemy. I'm the one who called you here in the first place. I take that to mean you would be Kishobiori then. Yeah, that's right. I'm the one who sent you that message. How'd you get the contact for our burner phones? Careful surveillance. Have you been stalking us? No. Are you done with the questions? I called you here because I thought it might be time for you to learn the truth. And why should we listen to you? Because you came all the way out here in the first place. Why'd you do that if you have no intention of listening to me? It's okay, Kisho. Or Chio. So, Kisho, what do you know? Do you know where my sister is? You could say that, yes. Well, that's with a vague response. I think it'd be better if you saw it for yourself. That's why I led you here. The truths lie in this building, normally obstructed from what you can see. So I have allowed you to see it. Is it like some optical illusion thing? No, that can't be right. For now, I just need you to trust me. You'll find all the answers you're looking for in here. So, let's go. You can get us in? Yes. Hurry up now. With an attitude that clearly said she had no time for fooling around, Kisho walked to the door and opened it up. It appeared to have already been unlocked, but that couldn't be right. I tried to open that earlier and it was locked. I didn't hear her unlock it either. Just who is this girl? The five of us exchanged a worried but determined glance. As we discussed, Katami, I'd like you to stay outside here and notify us if anything goes awry. You're still okay with that, yeah? Yeah, I am. I'll message you immediately if something pops up. You four ready? No, not at all. But let's go anyway. I let go of Allison's hand, and Allison, Ari, and Chio walked towards the door. As I started following them, Kotomi tapped my shoulder. Hey, Saturday, come here for a minute. Huh? What's up? Noticing that I'd stopped, Allison turned around inquisitively. I assured her I'd be right there and ran back over to Kotomi. I know you already know this, but in case you need a reminder, don't ever feel like you have to push yourself too hard in order to find the answers, okay? It's okay to feel overwhelmed and take a step back. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Kotomi. Yeah, good luck in there. I rushed back over to where the others were standing, and we entered in the door, following the strange woman who called herself Kisho Biori. The lobby, as we could tell from the windows outside, was dark. In fact, none of the lights in the entire building appeared to be on, which further helped to drive home the uneasy feeling that we were inside a building that shouldn't exist. Good, you're here. Where did Katami go? We decided before coming here that if it came to us having to infiltrate some kind of building, she'd remain on lookout outside. That's not a problem, I assume? Chia spoke matter-of-factly, with a cold tone I'd never heard from her before. She clearly didn't trust Kisho, and for good reason. Kisho sighed, but ultimately didn't argue back. Yes, that's fine. We should be quick, regardless. I can't keep this up all day. Keep what up? You're gonna have to start actually explaining, you know. If you're gonna bring us out here to a building that nobody else can see and make us infiltrate it with you, the least you could do is lower your condescending attitude. Kisho looked like she wanted to snap back against that, but ultimately decided against it. Fine. This building is the headquarters of the Sunrise Foundation, which is, under almost all circumstances, hidden from the public eye. What I want to show you is the top floor, which we can get to via the elevator. Sunrise Foundation, huh? What is it? What is it, really? There's no way it's just a geology corporation, and it's all over this case even from the very beginning. Of course it's not a geology corporation, but there's a reason that everyone is led to believe it is. I think it would be better to explain on the elevator ride up. Mind following me a little longer? Yeah, fair enough. The four of us followed her as she led us down a few hallways to a staff elevator. Despite the lack of lights in the building, the power to the elevator seemed to be working. After a short while, the door made a ding sound and opened up. Ah! God! Light! The elevator blasted us with light. It looked like the light was on in there at least. We followed Kisho into the elevator. Inside the elevator, Kisho pressed a button for the topmost floor, floor 17. The elevator whirred a bit and then the doors closed. It felt as if the last thing connecting us to the world had been sealed shut, and the elevator cabin began to ascend. I suppose I'll ask you outright. Oh. Ow. I suppose I'll ask you outright. Do you know what the Duskbreaker project is? What now? Upon hearing the word Duskbreaker, I felt a minor headache coming on, but I managed to push through. The Duskbreaker project is, well, in a way, you could say it's the true purpose of the Sunrise Foundation in its entirety. The geology business is a front of some sort, hiding what the company is really all about. So what is the Duskbreaker project? Why is it so secret that they have to fake being a geology company to hide it? Well, they don't have to fake being a geology... yeah, whatever. The Duskbreaker project, or just the Duskbreaker as it's usually called, is effectively a neural interface supercomputer. Neural? Like it messes with your brain? Well, in a sense, yes, but that's not what its main purpose was. So, what was its main purpose? Kisho stopped for a second. As if for the first time, she was hesitant on whether to continue. I gripped Allison's hand again, and she gripped back as if to assure me that everything was going to be okay. Kisho finally spoke again. The Duskbreaker's main purpose is a world simulation device. If you've ever seen that movie from the 80s, The Matrix, it's like that. Well, not exactly. Just the part where it's simulating a world. It's funny considering the real Matrix wasn't in the 80s. Nobody was really sure what to say. What Keisha was saying was so outlandish, but all of us knew deep down that she had no reason to lie. Why we were so sure of this, I still don't know. But nobody tried to call her bluff or tell her she was full of shit. This technology was obviously very secret. I'm not privy to knowing why the Sunrise Foundation was formed, or why they sought to create such a powerful machine. But the facts remain that the Duskbreaker does exist, and it's at the center of everything relating to your sister's disappearance Saturday. To tell the truth, even from the start, I knew that there had to be some big company involved in all of this. Yes, we do know. We do know the real reason. The reason why. Matrix was 99, yeah! That... 26 years ago! Oh god! But a world simulation is... I didn't even know humanity had the technology to make something like that. Well, you could always ask the lead engineers. Both of them are in this elevator. Pardon? But both of them? I'm gonna guess one of them's Chio. But who the fuck? Who the fuck is the other one? What? All of us jumped. Though we had been less surprised. It might be Eri. It might be Chio and Eri. Although, yeah, I think it might be Chio and Eri. Nobody tell me. Nobody tell me if I'm wrong or right. Don't you dare. All of us jumped. Though we'd been less surprised by the revelation that the world simulator existed than we even thought we'd be, nobody seemed prepared for that one. Might be Valky and Lanson, yes. Ah, okay. It was you. The lead engineer on the project was Kisho Biori, myself. And the assistant lead engineer was one Chio Sakamura. What? Me? Everyone turned to look at Chio, who seemed the most surprised out of anyone. Are you serious? Why don't I remember this? Do you not? It makes sense that you would forget the exact details, but you yourself said you had the memories of working at the Sunrise Foundation, didn't you? It was said so casually that most of us didn't think much of it, but Eri, being the natural detective as she was, didn't let that slip up pass. Hold on. How do you know about that? We just met you today, and Chio definitely didn't talk about any of that time within the last few weeks. Hey, wait, yeah, that's not right. What are you playing at, Kisho? Who are you? You're not Kisho. As if the next domino in a row of revelations had fallen over, all of us turned back to look at Chio, surprised. It's true that I have fragments of memories working at the Sunrise Foundation. I don't remember working on any Duskbreaker project, and I don't know why the hell I would have forgotten. But I do remember one Kisho Biori, and she was not you. So who are you? The woman who had until this point called herself Kisho sighed as if she was minorly inconvenienced. It was the most believable way to get you into the Sunrise building. I just took the most logical path. You tricked us! What the hell are you going to do to us? Nothing. I'm doing what I promised you I'd do. Showing you the truth. This was just the best way to present it. Of course. I knew this would happen as well. It happens every other time.
Time-traveling lesbians.
Every other time? You'll see. Look, I know it's a lot to ask for your trust after lying about my identity, but I'm not here to be your enemy. The answers for everything are at the top of this building. Answers about the Duskbreaker, answers about your conflicting memories, and answers about how all of this ties back to your dear sister. As if on cue, the elevator finally stopped its ascent and the doors opened to a dark hallway. If you must call me anything, Dawn will suffice. But we have to be quick because the real enemy will catch on before long. Hurry along now. The woman who now wore the name Dawn walked into the shadow of the lightless hall towards the end. I felt Ellison's hand grip mine again. Are you doing okay, Sat? I think so. For now. It's a lot, but I can do it. I have to do it. I'm still here by your side. Yeah. The four of us left the elevator into the hallway. The door closed behind us, casting our entire sight into complete darkness once more. There was just enough light for us to make our way down the narrow hall. Though there were doors on either side of us, none of the nameplates had anything written on them, giving the impression that this floor was not to be used by anyone. Finally, we caught up with Dawn. She stood in front of a large double door at the end of the hallway, seemingly waiting for us and double-checking something. This is the only office on this floor that's occupied. It's the president's office. As in, the president of the Sunrise Foundation? Yes. This is his office. It's the first truth governing everything. Are you prepared? I stopped for a second, almost instinctively answering yes, and took the time to steady my breathing. I grounded myself using the warmth of the hand of the person I loved. And exhaled. Please, open the door. Dawn seemed to understand my answer. She pushed the double doors open and invited us inside the office. The office, like the hallway and the lobby, was shrouded in darkness. Dawn pulled out what seemed to be a miniature flashlight. She walked towards the front of the desk and leaned against it, facing me. Saturday. Do you know who the founder of the Sunrise Foundation is? Did I? I thought about it. I should know this, but everything in my mind is screaming at me that I don't. That doesn't make sense. I don't think I do. I see. Then, take a look. She stepped aside and threw me the flashlight. I caught it and turned it on, pointing it at the desk where she was just leaning. The light illuminated a small nameplate on the desk, adorned with sun-related decor. The nameplate read, Setsuki Tasugare. Setsuki... Of course. I knew whose name this was. Setsuki Tasugare. My father. My dad is the president of the... My breathing intensified and my heart rate rose rapidly. Sensing that I was beginning to fall into a panic, Allison rushed over to the front of the desk where I was standing and took the flashlight from me. Placing her hand in mine and squeezing it tight, I breathed. Setsuki Tasugare is my father, and he's the president of the Sunrise Foundation. Though this should have been a major revelation, nobody in the room was losing their mind from the shock. On the contrary, it finally felt like a lot of things finally clicked into place. God, yeah, that seems about right, doesn't it? I turned to face the woman calling herself Dawn. Dawn, what's going on with our memories? Why do these conflicts keep happening? And why does it feel like all of our memories have been overwritten and we're just now getting them back? Dawn hesitated, a rare sight for her, but finally, she spoke. I think it would be best if we continued. There is still more to be seen. At those words, something finally boiled over inside Allison, and she snapped. Okay, I've had enough of this. How long are you going to string us along and force us to play by your rules? Even if you're trying to show us the truth, you're doing it in a way you're more or less just toying with our emotions. Is this like a game to you? Do you actually care about Saturday learning the truth so that she feels better, or is this all just kind of some kind of fucking story to you?
I don't know. I think it needed to be said.
Do you not have even a bit of compassion to give her the time of the goddamn day?
Dawn stood up from her leaning position against the wall, angry.
How dare you? I'm trying to help you, and this is what I get? I only have so long before the World Keeper takes notice of what's going on here and we get sent back to the cycle start. Even now? Even now, you keep spouting off this shit like you expect us to understand. But when we actually ask for clarification, you just say, the answers are up ahead, ooh, and expect us to just be okay with that. What the hell is a cycle? Who is the World Keeper? Can you finally answer some of our goddamn questions? As the tension in the room clearly continued to escalate, someone other than the two arguing finally spoke up. Okay, Allison, let's calm down. I understand your anger, and Dawn, it's time for you to give us some answers on our terms.
See? Allison had the right of it. Ari is just better at negotiating.
Because you clearly benefit from us knowing the truth in some way, and if you don't start actually listening, we're heading right back down where we came from.
Ari was surprisingly good at diffusing this kind of situation in her own way. She spoke to Allison with compassion and understanding, and switched back to being cold and addressing Dawn near instantly. It was one of the things I most respected, and kind of feared about her. Dawn seemed completely unbothered, though. She changed back into her normal, serious self instantly, so fast that it felt like she had never lost her temper to begin with. It felt inhuman.
Dawn, I'd like to ask you a question about the Duskbreaker. It's the hypothesis I've come to with all the context you've given us. All you have to do is confirm or deny if I'm correct. Yes, I can do without the in-depth explanation. I'll answer. Before I ask, Saturday. Ari turned to face Allison and I. Depending on the answer to this question, everything could change. And I do literally mean everything. Are you sure you'd like to stay in the room? Or should I wait to ask? After a few more deep breaths, I answered honestly. I'm staying. Please, ask your question. I want to know. Very well. She turned back towards Dawn. Between all of the insane things you've mentioned tonight, and looking at the state of this building itself, a lot of things don't make sense. But there's one possibility that makes everything fall into place. It's insane and unreal, but only as insane and unreal as a device capable of simulating an entire world is. The question I'm trying to ask is, this world that we live in, that we walk around in, that we're standing in right now, is this the real world, or the simulated world inside the Duskbreaker? There was a short moment of silence. I let out a completely forced laugh. Come on, Ari. Really? I mean, I don't doubt this Duskbreaker thing exists, but there's no way, right? Dawn, however, sighed. I suppose the answer that you're looking for is that this is the simulated world of the Duskbreaker, though describing it as not being the real world is a bit of a false descriptor. I see. Chio, please move Saturday and Allison to the corner over there. Chio jumped at the sudden request. Allison and I were too stunned to refuse or even say anything at all. We moved into the corner of the room. It all happened in an instant. Ari whipped out a small pistol from her jacket and pointed it directly at Dawn. I'm going to ask a few more questions, and you're going to answer them. Understand? Dawn, however, did not seem at all fazed by the gun pointed directly at her chest. You know, I wasn't sure about the right time to bring this up, so I'm sorry if this is another major revelation. But there was something I noticed when investigating Suki's office that all those months back that I never talked about. What is it? A whole lot of books about something called the meta-layer concept. It's all pseudoscience mumbo-jumbo, but if I apply it to this situation, a lot of things suddenly make sense. Basically, it talks about the idea of world layers. The idea that there are dimensions above us that look down on us as we do in fiction.
Oh. Hi, Kiba.
Hello and welcome. I can't say I understand much of it at all, but, well, a lot of things would make sense if this woman in front of us was from a different world. Are you serious? How is that even possible? Dawn sighed. Not only is it possible, but she's right. I'm not originally from this meta layer. None of us are. This is a simulated world, not a natural meta layer. Look. The moment the word look left her mouth, she was gone. In an instant, she appeared behind Aries, snatched the gun out of her hand, and seemingly zipped back to her original position. Aries flinched and dropped her composure for a second, but steeled herself again. To you, it probably seems like I just teleported just now, correct? In a sense, I suppose you could call it that. But in reality, all I did was manipulate my own properties, notably my timescale and coordinate positions. It would take way too long to explain how the Duskbreaker works, and it's not important for what I'm trying to achieve for you to know the exact details of it. What you need to know is how we all got here in the first place, why we're here, why the Duskbreaker was turned on. Dawn nonchalantly walked over to the desk that belonged to my dad. She opened a drawer and hit some kind of hidden switch. In an instant, a loud crumbling sound could be heard. The bookcase on the back of the room began to move ever so slightly, revealing a hidden elevator door. Dawn turned to look at me, unsure of how to react about anything that happened in the past 10 minutes. This elevator leads to the Sunrise Foundation's hidden basement. Inside it is the room where the Duskbreaker is stored. In the real world. It's where the truth lies. I will wait for you down below. Please, follow me when you're ready. Once again, back to speaking as if she were simply dishing out logistical commands, Dawn pressed the button on the elevator to call it. She disappeared as the door closed, leaving Allison, Chio, Ari, and I alone in the darkness of my father's office. A few minutes passed where nobody said anything. Finally, Ari was the one to break the silence. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. How are you three holding up? I tried to say I'm doing fine, but my own emotions took over and I got choked up before I could finish. I fell to my knees on the carpet floor. I'm so fucking overwhelmed. I don't know what the hell is even real anymore. What the hell? Allison kneeled down to wrap her arms around me. I'm so sorry, Sat. We can go home now if you want. It's really clear this is way above any of us, what any of us expected. No, I want to keep going. I just need a moment. And many moments I was given. Kneeling on the ground, I sobbed. Good 10 more minutes. I probably would have continued for another hour if Allison wasn't right there with me. Finally, I stood up. I turned to Chio. Chio, about your memories. Have they come back yet? Not all of them. But I remember why we started out the Duskbreaker project. What it was that Setsuki, that your dad wanted to achieve. Please tell me, please. I want to know what led to all of this. I can't tell you the whole story because I don't know it. I'm assuming that woman has her own side of the story to tell down in the secret basement, but from my recollection, it goes something like this. I don't think I was ever privy to what it was, but something really horrible happened in your childhood, Saturday. You were traumatized really badly as a result. You spent a lot of your early years as a recluse, never going to school or making any friends. I remember Setsky telling me a lot about those days. I think he thought that it would improve over time, or maybe he thought it would improve faster than it really would. Something terrible was the... Yeah, yes, we know. We know. Okida. Okida, dial it in. We did go over this in a previous stream, but you know, some people maybe want to preserve their suspense. For whatever reason, Setsky was really down when it seemed like to him you weren't feeling any better as fast as he expected you to. I don't think he wanted to rush you in or anything. I don't really understand the feelings of a parent though. Regardless, growing up and observing how much you were hurt by whatever it was that happened to you changed Setsky's outlook on a lot of things in life. I don't know if your memories allow you to remember, but Setsky was a large shareholder in a lot of really big corporations around the time you were born. After it became clear to him how deeply you were traumatized, he sold a lot of his shares and funded the Sunrise Foundation. What even is the Sunrise Foundation? It's clear that this isn't the geology company that we've all been led to believe. The next part is complete speculation on my behalf. I think that the whole geology thing was part of the simulated world, and not an actual part of the Sunrise Foundation as it is in reality. That sounds right, because I don't remember Setsky ever mentioning anything about a geology front to me when I was working there. I only joined to work on the Duskbreaker project, which was the fourth major project by the company. The fourth. There were 3 others. 3 other major projects. What could those have been, I wonder? The whole goal of the company was to experiment with alternate scientific approaches to psychiatry, basically. Trying to use technology to assist with recovering from mental health issues. So that was the Duskbreaker, so what was the Duskbreaker, supposed to do? It really doesn't sound like whatever it was meant to do worked correctly. Yeah, definitely not. I can't speak on the previous 3 projects by the Sunrise Foundation, but the Duskbreaker is meant to be a sort of VR exposure therapy in a way. It was meant to provide a safe simulated environment for a subject to face their trauma. I don't like that. That idea sounds flawed from the premise alone. It does. It probably was, but Setsky was determined to a fault. It bordered on unhealthy obsession. I've heard from coworkers who were around the company for longer that he wasn't always like that, but I'm not sure what changed him. Dad, what were you trying to do? If that's the case, how do we end up here, inside the actual simulation itself? How do we get out of here? Unfortunately, I don't have the answers for that. That's where my memory's cut off.
Oh. Ads. Ads. We got ads. It's time for me to sip my water. I'm gonna redeem one of those. Oh my god, that West startled me. It's so quiet right now. Dink your oiter.
Wait.
Oh wait, most of you probably can't hear me.
Wait.
Wait. Man, I'm so glad we're finally getting to the good stuff, though.
Wait.
I'm glad we're getting to the good stuff. I've been really looking forward to this. Ooh, Takis.
Wait.
Mm.
Wait.
I'm running low on Taki, so I'm gonna have to go get some more soon.
Wait.
Oh, the ads are done? Okay, hang on a minute.
Wait.
Just want to munch the last couple of my Takis. Yum.
Wait.
Ah, are your memories wiped?
Wait.
No, not like the others. I think whatever it was that happened to lead all of this was something I blocked out of my own memory.
A long silence fell over us again. Every once in a while, I felt panic creeping back into me, but I steadied my breathing and kept myself grounded. Yeah, honestly, something tells me that Saturday, like in her subconscious, already knows what she's about to find out. And her body is reacting to the trauma before she fully understands what it is. Because your subconscious mind does that shit. I have so much trauma that I don't even remember. I don't remember like a good 60% of my childhood trauma, but my body reacts to it. My mind reacts to it still. That's just kind of how trauma triggers work. So if she, like, already knows deep down, not surprised. Finally, I felt like I was ready. I think it's time to go see what Dawn is trying to show me. I don't want to go alone, though. Allison, can you?
Of course I can. I'll be right here with you. Chio and Eri, I promise we'll be back as soon as we can. Can you remain here for now on lookout? Try to get in touch with Kotomi and update her. Yeah, of course. Saturday, whatever horrible truth is at the center of all this, I'm sorry. I helped contribute to something that led to all this, and I can't apologize enough for that. I sighed. I don't have time to think about my feelings on that right now. But what matters is that you're here helping us right now, so I'm focusing on that instead. Chio nodded in understanding. I took Allison's hand again and pressed the button on the secret elevator. The door opened, temporarily bathing the room in light that signaled our approach to the center of this world. The center of this story. Good luck. Thank you. You too. We stepped into the elevator and watched the doors close, obstructing Eri and Chio from my view for what I could only pray would not be the last time I'd ever see them. Oh! Oh! Well. Good thing you preformed batteries. Seriously. It would have been a terrible time to have to, like, go back and farm a bunch of songs. Okay. Episode 22. Oh, kiddo, don't you dare spoil anything. I don't care how tempting it is. I don't care how excited you get. Don't you dare spoil anything. You're getting one warning tonight, okay? Yeah, that's right. You don't want to get the metal pipe, do you? No shining up until you need a hint. Thank you. And keep in mind, I like to ask myself leading questions. So I might, I like to think aloud a lot. So I might ask something that sounds like I could be asking Chad a question, but I will
I will not be. It'll be very clear, very obvious if I'm like, hey guys, what the hell is this? How do I make sense of this? That's something. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Immortal knows exactly what I'm talking about. I like to talk to myself a lot, and sometimes I ask questions I don't actually need an answer to. Anyway, here we go. The truth is seen. As we rode down the elevator, I felt a large amount of energy leave my body, and I leaned on Allison's shoulder. I typically operate under the assumption of unless they specifically go, hey, chat beforehand, they're probably just talking to themselves. Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Sorry. I'm just... tired. I can't blame you. But you're doing really, really, really good. You know? I'm really proud of you. You're doing really well yourself. It's almost like nothing phases you.
I think Allison knows something. Is that weird to say? You don't have to confirm or deny this, but I think Allison knows something. I think she knows more than she's letting on. I'm gonna give all these girls hugs. I know, they're all so huggable. Oh, Anna! Anna, you weren't here for this, and I assume you didn't watch the VODs. This girl, Saturday, the, main character, she's trans. She's trans. And she's adorable. She's a dumbass, and we love her. Yeah. Precious. So very precious. Yeah, you might notice that her color scheme is pink and blue and slightly white. I thought that was just like a funny little quirk of the character. Nope, it was a reference to the truth. Our beloved stupid fuck. Yeah, and Allison, her definitely not right now girlfriend is Ace. So it is very nice and awesome. Whoops. I don't click to progress this visual novel.
Nah, it's a lot to take in. I think I just process stuff way more internally than you do. Not that being external about it is at all a bad thing. It's just different, you know?
Yeah. I get you. The elevator I feel like that's her covering up for I feel like that was Allison covering up for knowing something. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but I don't know. I don't think I've made a lot of incorrect calls. The elevator plummeted into the depths of the unexisting building. It was a long, long ride. Finally, the elevator came to a stop, and the doors opened into a dark hall. Oh, this looks familiar. The basement hallway of the Sunrise building. Though it was dark as the other halls we traversed on our way up to the 17th floor, had a completely different atmosphere. It looked like a hall you might see in a horror video game, like Silence Hill. As Allison and I walked through the dark hall, our footsteps reverberated across the walls as if judging us for being in a place we should never have ventured. But we were here, and we weren't turning back until we found the horrible truth that this place housed. I think it was at the end of chapter 1. Wasn't it, maybe. The cave-in. Note, now that I've ever seen this game before. Counter argument, it's not paranoia if someone actually is out to get you. Fucking, yeah, see? You get it. You get it. At the end of the hall was a single door. The woman who had turned our lives upside down in just a single night was standing in front of it, waiting. Dawn opened her mouth as if to say something along the lines of, "Took you long enough to get here," but decided against it. I'm running out of time. The World Keeper has noticed what I'm trying to do. Who is the World Keeper? Pretty much my polar opposite.
I'm here to guide you to the truth, and she's here to prevent you from finding it. I don't have time to explain more. I'm sorry. At this, the figure of Dawn began to flicker and glitch out. It was almost like as if she was disappearing from the world itself. Saturday. Inside is the truth at the center of everything. It doesn't explain all of the questions, but it's the biggest answer. It will be hard to face. Please, for your own sake, you have to... Dawn? Dawn! Dawn was no longer present in the room. It looked like she had been torn apart from the world itself. But given everything we've learned, that doesn't seem right. She's probably been relocated by whatever that world keeper thing is. Allison and I stood in silence for a bit, waiting for her to come back. But she never did. Do we go inside? Yeah, go, quick! You've only got so much time! I don't know. As if that was really a question, I placed my hand on the rusted door handle and turned it. The light of truth seeped out of the room. In another place, a violet-shaded shadow morphed into the fabric of the environment. I figured you'd catch on sooner or later. On the other side of the room, the World Keeper stood, anger adorning her face. What the hell do you think you're doing? Why are you surprised? I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm fulfilling the reason I exist. And you thought I would just sit here and let you put her through that? No. But I knew I could keep you busy long enough to give me a head start. Don't give me that shit! At her furious words, Suki swung her hand around her back. A large group of energy particles formed around it, and a long, glowing shape took form. It was a scythe, formed of resilience to protect the order of the world, a weapon used to reap death, being wielded by death itself. The cycle ends here. Oh, now it's my turn to say lines. Dawn raised her own arm, and in it, particles of narrative resilience to face the truth gathered. In her hand formed a much shorter but equally powerful weapon. It was a pistol, small but just as effective, like a detective might use. Dawn twirled it around and landed its aim of fire square on Suki's chest. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's a bad idea to bring a scythe to a gunfight? This is so fucking cheesy, I love it! Ah, this is so cheesy. The opening move was made, one shot fired. Of course, that bullet was never going to hit anything other than the wall, but someone has to make the first move. Suki flew into the air, gracefully, but with an offensive intent rather than defensive. She brought down her scythe towards where Dawn was standing. Dawn dodged out of the way just in time, like she had done so many times before. The fighting continued. Seconds go by. Minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years. Full cycles. Most not even reaching the point in the narrative. Slight alterations in the altercation, subtle movement changes, but the screenplay remains the same each time. After all, there's no need to sweat the small details. There isn't even any need to describe the details at all. After all, this couldn't matter to them anymore. Surely you've realized by now that all of this will never end. It was just a game. A cruel game of eternity that neither player could ever leave. Then what do you suggest we do, Liberator? We can't just abandon our purposes and give up on everything we know. The World Keeper, blissful ignorance personified. The Liberator, determination of freedom personified. The ideas given life, if you could call it that. No. This was not life. This was far worse than life. Far worse than even death was. It was infinity. An infinity they could have never escaped, fated to battle each other. The only other one who shared this infinity with them. Back in the basement of the Sunrise building, Saturday and Allison entered the room, lit only by a worn-out computer monitor. It's some kind of log? No, don't read that! Stop! Staring down at the truth, Saturday read. She read and read and read. She sobbed. She screamed. Only Allison was there to comfort her. Why? Why? Who put us in this fucked up eternity? I want out! I want out! Please, just any kind of miracle. I don't care who, I don't care what. At some point, Suki's voice had started coming out of Dawn's mouth. No, it was more than that. It was my voice. It was also hers. The fighting continued, the crying continued, fates forever intertwined in a Mobius strip of life, death, and repetition. Yes, only a miracle could save us now. A blessing from a higher power, a gift from the heavens itself, whatever the form it may take. As I sat there observing, all I could do was pray for a miracle. And then, everything was reset once more.
Oh, no! No! Not another reset! No! Oh. Damn. Sorry, I'm in there. Oh, wait, really? Oh, shit, I wasn't looking very hard. I was flustered. Yeah, this isn't the end. There's no way this is the end. This is definitely not the end. This is a fake credit sequence, and either it's going to I know this game is free. Either it resets and we have to go through everything again, or there's more. Oh, hey, Mr. Cool. We know Mr. Cool. Miracles don't exist in the confines of this world. So you, the observer, me?
Can you hear me? This isn't over.
You better believe it's not over. Yes, I know it isn't.
Everything that's happened so far was all for this moment. Please, I need your help. So, find me.
Find you? Huh. Good luck? Good luck? Vivid Stasis future arc? What? 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 Is there anything new in the flowchart? We're looking at chapter 1 again. Chapter 3. And it ends at chapter 3. So what's missing? Okay, da. Okay, da, I'm gonna get you. I didn't need to know that. I was already gonna check between space. This is the best place. This is the best place where you can find somebody. So it just makes sense. It's okay. Ooh. Yep, there's your mental pipe, Okita. Yeah. I like. Oh wait. We can, or maybe we can. Yeah. I don't. I don't need as much help as you might think. And that is something that many people have to come to terms with, I think. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The head pats are helping my headache. Okay. Yeah, footsteps. Oh shit, where else did we see them? We saw footprints somewhere else. Like in this zone. Dot? These are new. These are new. Okay. Huh! This is new. This is new. This is very new. You getting close to the something you would like? Oh yeah, you were telling me that there was something in here I'd really like. And I was like, yeah, if it's you saying that, then I totally believe that. Oh, gems. How truly outrageous. I think it's this area. This area is pretty, if that's what you're saying. Oh my god, you can move it diagonally on D-pad. What? Oh man, then why can't I use joysticks? Oop. Okay. I want to do that song, but the lore takes priority. So we have to make sure that we have enough for the lore and the song. Storytell RN. Arian Katami, huh? I can't say their sudden arrival here doesn't confuse me a little. In trying to understand where they came from, I extracted thoughts from their wavelength into the Void's log format. Okay, now before you say anything, I don't want to know who this is. I don't want to know whose perspective this is. I want to figure it out. So, they came from some other metallator entirely. Oh, the R is blocked by the lamp. Okay, so Storyteller N. I guess it's not outside of the realm of possibility. They seem to be getting along fine with Protagonist. Honestly, I'm a little jealous of her. I hate admitting it, but I am. She's so much more outgoing and energetic than I ever was. And she can make friends more easily as a result. Why did I end up like this? I suppose none of that matters now. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. I instantly have a theory. And my theory is that the person who left this note is the real Saturday and the simulation Saturday, and they have become separate people. This whole situation with Duskbreaker has split Saturday's mind into multiple personas, and we are seeing the perspective of the one that became a traumatized recluse. That's my guess. That's my guess, and nobody has to confirm or deny that. Egg! 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 It's an egg! 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 There's an egg! Oh my god, this is the thing I was excited about. I am so excited. It's an egg. Oh my god, I looted it. This is my egg now. I have this. Where did it go? Ah. You have found Tamasachi? I don't know what that is. Yes, eggs. Celebratory eggs for the claiming of the egg. I have an egg. Egg. Eggy. Egg. Eggin. Egg. There it went. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. To the egg to the head. You know, like boot to the head, but it's an egg. Nelf. Okay. Okay, so you can get a total of 10 per difficulty. That I was actually wondering like how they worked that out. Okay. I know I said that I was gonna suck ass at the rhythm game stuff. So, you know, don't expect me to be good at this. God, I know I suck, but this is ridiculous today. Oh, jeez. I was never good at the multitasking. Huh. Multitasking was like, what shit? I got an S rank though. That's pretty good. That's actually significantly better than I thought it would be. Ah, I collected 200 gems. 200 gemmies. 200 crystals. The only thing I dislike about doing songs is like once you do the song, the music is just gone for the entire area. Okay. I see ads are running, so I'm just gonna run around, and if something important happens, I'll wait. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Should be a teleport in the area. It definitely didn't just pass it or anything. Boop. Only a couple more left on, huh? Well, this can't be everything. The footsteps led us here for a reason. Yeah, I wonder if that's just something Cheryl never figured out how to do. What was? Wait. What are you guys talking about? Oh, the music's stopping. Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah, and it does seem to come back at like strange moments, so I kind of would believe it if there was like a bug or an oversight or something. Man, Between Space is cool. I really like it. That window is different, but that might not matter. Is there really nothing here? I guess I could try looking for footsteps elsewhere, but I don't know. I feel like I could be missing something. Am I allowed to explain something if it's bugged? Absolutely. If it is bugged, then I need to know. You aren't supposed to see the footsteps yet. Oh no! Oh no! That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, well I'll just y'all just wander around then. Since I'm not supposed to be following those yet. Fuck, but what else am I supposed to do? Ah! Thank you, hello Sao. Oh. Oh. Hello there, gigantic 240 cost door. Oh boy. Oh, I see even Rizu has joined the ominous :3 club. Well, at this point then, I almost feel like my best option is to go chasing my best option is to go searching for footsteps because they might lead me to new areas, and that those new areas might have gems. Because I don't know if I'm gonna get any I don't know if I'm gonna get I don't remember how many more gems I need. I don't think I'm gonna get at least 19 gems from doing songs. I'm just not that good at this game. Yeah, I don't recommend grinding. Awesome. Yes, excellent. I don't want to grind. At the end of the day, that is not my purpose here. If I was to... Whoa! Well, damn, dagnabbit. Door's 240. Oh, thank you. I should be able to remember it now. Now that somebody said it. Now that I've been forced to say it aloud 240. Had to go and deal with the natural result of drinking too much oider. Oh, I see. Oh! Gem. Gems. Gems. Ah. Oh. Colors. I feel like the colors are really important now. Come to think of it. Although, I don't know. Maybe they're not like important to the story, but I feel like they're iconic to the situation or something. How do I get over there? How do I do it? How am I gonna get Oh, that's how. Okay, cool. Storyteller SF. I've been thinking a lot about the severance of emotion lately. I wonder if it was fated to happen, or if there's some other timeline out there where the operation went exactly like Dad planned. It's definitely fruitless to consider such a thing, but it's interesting to think about from time to time. Surely other timelines exist if something like world layers do. Man, I haven't even begun thinking about how I'd approach Dad once we're out of this mess. I mean, he's definitely in Turbo Mega Jail, that much is for certain. But I think I'd still want to see him at least once. Probably no more than that. I don't think I can forgive him. But he's still my dad. It's complicated. Well, I think that confirms what I was guessing at. Well, kind of. It confirms part of what I'm guessing at. This is definitely Saturday we're reading about. Or Tsuki. That would be crazier, but I think it's Saturday. Turbo Mega Jail, yeah. Turbo Mega Jail sounds like something Saturday would say too. Oh. Oh. Aha. Navigating this place is strange. Oh boy. Infinite energy. Overdose. It's a 2. Oh hey, I could do this on middle. Probably. I could probably do this on middle. Probably. Oh my god. We've been raided, and I can't even see who it is. Huh? Huh? Oh my god. Tassie, is that you? You know what? Hang on a second. Wait. Nope, never mind. Can't pause. Fuck. Ah, shit! I looked at chat! Damn it, I looked at chat! I could have gotten a full combo, I'm so stupid! Nice. Okay. Okay. Hello! Oh my goodness! Tassie! I'm so happy to see you! Oh my god, I was actually planning on raiding you! Welcome! And welcome in everybody from the circus! I'm so happy to see all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am Lore Master Valkyr. I'm your favorite interdimensional dork who really loves a good story, and in that I primarily am best known for using my silky smooth voice to read you wonderful stories in visual novels and all kinds of fun things in between. I do still play the odd survival horror or shooter game or RPG, whatever it is that really seems to be heavily requested. We got really big into Starlight Revolver for a while, but our stories are where it's at. Right now, today, we are playing Vivid Stasis, which is a rhythm game and adventure game and fishing game and visual novel all in one. It is a very, just an incredibly interesting story. And if you are in fact, yes, it's also an idle clicker. I forgot about that one. Yeah, it's got the way. Highly recommend getting into it, or at the very least, watching back on my streams where I had played it, because it's been a really awesome experience and an even more awesome community. As Rizu said, they're trying to turn me into a rhythm game player, so that's kind of the gist of how it's gone. The story behind it is this is my first rhythm game that I've ever taken seriously. I don't play rhythm games. I'm not very good at them. But everybody has been watching me slowly grow into somebody that is somewhat competent at them. And right now, we need 5 more gems. So I'm gonna try this song on middle difficulty, and we're gonna see what happens. Maybe I'll get... If you're interested, it's free on Steam, yes. What the fuck did I just do? Oh god. No! That was some crazy ass brain lag. Gah. Well, I got close. I got close to my score in the other difficulty. Speaking of which, can you go back to menu for a second after this? Okay. I need to find a save real quick. I need to find a save. Also, was that enough? It was! Haha! We did it! We did it. We didn't even have to grind. We didn't even have to grind any songs. We got the gems. We have them. Where the hell is a save point? I really hope I'm not like spoiling myself too hard by like reading this stuff early, because, well, as I'm told, I'm not supposed to see the footsteps yet, so I'm not supposed to be going to those areas yet. But, like, you know, times are tough. I know. Okay, cool. Good. I think I might have missed it. There was actually a save point in that area. Save. Fuck. Was there even a teleport in that area? I'm not gonna look for it. I wanna go back to the menu like you asked. For whatever strange reason you might have. No? Okay. Oh, yeah, save. Okay. So let's go back to the menu. What? Whoa! Tamasachi! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh. Egg! The egg! Head raising in Battle Sim? Satapon? Oh, that's cool, and it's based off of your your route types. Wait, does that mean like? No, they're all the same. Okay. Oh, oh man. So these cost points, and you can only do so many. Do they like refresh per day or something? I certainly hope so, because I just blew all of my shit. 2 hours? Okay. 3 hours? Some amount of hours? This is an experience. This game is such an experience. Name change available. Avatar. Should I name it Valky? How often can I change the name? Can I just name it Valkyr and then go with that for now? Egg. I just like, I don't know if this is supposed to be me or if this is like my child. You can always change it later in a few hours. It's okay, it's my child. If it's my child, I'm going to name it Fionn. Because canonically, Fionn is the name of one of Valkyr's babies. Hey, there it is. Class change. Oh, okay. No classes. Trial next enemy Sploinky. Okay. This is still a lot to take in. Is there like a limit on how many items I can give? I'm gonna hope not, and just give everything I can. Sachapon? Sympathy pill. Sympathy. Gotcha! Antipathy. Gotcha! I'm already so into this. I play waifu games on the regular. I'm all about gachas and character raising and stuff. I got lots of support. That's interesting. Okay, trial. Okay, so I can bonk, I can heal myself, and I can avoid bonk. Ha bonk! Yeah. Fuck you, Splinky! How much damage did I deal? I don't know. I'm gonna do it again, find out. 10? Ooh! That's a big hit. Ow! Okay, so damage is not fixed, it's a roll, which is good. 8. I think best option is buy in stores power saves or tickets. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I lost some health. So I'm gonna, yeah. Oh my god, 14? I wonder if that's because my support is kind of high. Bonk. Bonked. Ah! Ow! It doesn't seem like there's a lot of reasons to defend, to be honest. But maybe like higher level enemies will have like special attacks and stuff that you have to use engages and boundary shatter. You can get tickets and boundary shatter. What? Card boy. Wouldn't you like to know, card boy? Smack! Oh, you have a lot more HP than me, but I just crit you, so, you know, that feels good. Ow! 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 Okay. I can survive, like, one more hit, right? And I take nothing. Ha! Bitch! Okay, that one hurt. Oh, 14 does not feel a lot like a lot right now. Oh! Let's just do it again. Ow! Haha! Ha! Okay, just don't crit me, okay? Just don't crit me. Oof! Okay. Okay, good, 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 good. Low roll. Now just 1 or 2 more good hits. Whoa, okay. Ow. Ow. Ooh! Oh, you bitch! Oh, I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! Don't miss. Don't miss. Don't miss. Yeah. Yeah. What? No, 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 no! So I hit enter. I hit enter at the exact same, I mean the exact same time that it moved to the next menu, so it just fucked me. It just forcibly put me into the next fight. Fuck, yeah, rip Fion. Oh my god, my baby. What the hell, game? Oh god, yeah, there's no way. 29 damage. What the hell? Yeah, trial failed, okay. How long am I, okay. Stupid asshole game. God damn it. Okay. I'm glad this is entertaining to watch. Okay. Unfortunately, I probably need to wait for the shop to open back up before I can, do more stuff. Here we have Velky gets distracted from story by Egg. It's true. Speaking of getting distracted, somebody mentioned Boundary Shatter, so maybe it's about time I see what the fuck is going on here. Oh hey, it's this song. I had... Okay. It was hinted that I should try out this. Difficulty Shatter. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What it... Huh? Huh? Oh. Oh, ha! Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. I am gonna be sick. Okay, you know who you are? Why did you ask me to play this? Why? Just why? Oh god. You know who you are. The Star Dancer who asked for this. I'm talking to you. Why would you do this to me? Oh, God. Oh, I can't. This song on its own would be kind of hard for me. Oh, what the fuck? No. I genuinely don't know what's happening anymore. I'm like forgetting which button I need to be pressing. This is... hi, Saturday. Ah. I don't, oh my god, make it stop. Uh-huh. Is that... Is... You know what? I think that's what hell is like. I think I just experienced what hell is like. At least for me, that was... I am sweating. I have broken into a cold sweat enduring that. That was... That was genuinely traumatizing. No, hell comes later. Oh, fuck all of you! Let me suffer, damn it! Let me just... Oh my god, what do you mean it gets worse? No, I think you're right. This should be illegal in the 48 continental states. Thank you! Thank you, Sawa, for at least siding with me on this. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, that was horrible. Well, I was also the first person to AC it. My god, Sawa. Are you okay? So the most recent April Fool's chart, I don't know, maybe. Are you okay? No! Well. I guess we can chill for a minute while the ads are going. I'm just gonna snack. I'm gonna snack my pain away. Oh my god. I am actually, like, covered in sweat. I feel kind of gross. I just showered and I'm covered in sweat. Oh my god. I just posted the track itself with 0 context before Velky started, yeah. Oh man, okay, back to Between Space, anyway. Ugh. Yes. Okay. We're gonna go to the funny door. The funny door. The funny door. After and get a little palate cleanser from that genuine trauma I just experienced. Maybe I need Duskbreaker now from that song. Okay. Funny door. Ah! Oh my god. That was... Oh my god, that was the best time Weh have ever seen. The Weh made the door disappear, my god! I'll get a... You crazy! Ooh. Entered final landing for the first time. What does that mean? What does that mean? What is this place? Welcome to Final Landing. Yes, this is basically free Final Landing. And so, you've finally made it here. The Final Landing. The place where everything we've accumulated converges. In these hallowed halls lie 4 pieces of memory. However, they are locked, and the pieces have been lost to the void. It's a good thing, then, that the very place you stand now resides in the void. I cannot pinpoint their exact locations, however, I have a rough idea. One resides in a gathering of residences. One resides in a mountain hidden behind a temple. One resides high in the sky, an entrance found only in a place of information. And the last resides in a cave hidden from plain sight, locked behind your path through a muddy tunnel. Oh, these are the locations it was trying to guide us to. I await you beyond the gate to the future. Ah. Now the footsteps are... Okay, yeah. Now the footsteps are supposed to be here because they're supposed to lead me to the locations I was just going to. What? 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 Porta Futuri? What? What? I can't do anything. Door? It's door? Is door? 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 I don't really understand what I'm looking at. That door is important. I mean, it certainly seems that way. Something for later. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So now I gotta go back to following the footsteps. Ah! Speaking of which. Okay, so... I just came from one of these, but it didn't open anything. I'm assuming that because I went to the locations early, then the triggers weren't set, so I just have to go there again. Okay. Shit, which way? No, not this way. The keys are there now. Excellent. Excellent. I know things. I have a brain that thinks. A mind that comprehends. I think and I feel and I believe in the truth. If you get desperate, ping me. I will. But I should be okay. Are you sure? Maybe! You see, it's kind of hit or miss. I'm either capable of thrilling feats of prophetic knowledge. And guess what was that numbers on the door? I'm thinking like gem accumulation? Ding, ding, ding. Yep. Yep. So what it sounds like is that I have to get a certain amount of gems on all of those songs in order to fulfill the requirements and open the door. Which sounds like it's gonna turbo suck. It's gonna be almost as bad as being in Mega Turbo Jail. Are you thinking... Okay, you're thinking gym accumulation, but I'm thinking Miku, Miku, Wii God damn it. You know, I love Anamanaguchi. I like that artist a lot. But it pains me to know that that's like the only song anybody ever knows of them. Turbo Mega Jail level. It's true. We're already in Turbo Mega Jail, oh my god! This is Turbo Mega Jail, yoink. I also know Anamanaguchi because they did music for Scott Pilgrim. Yes, they did! For the Scott Pilgrim... For the Scott Pilgrim animation. Pretty sure save only saves your position. What do you mean by that? So you can just return the menu. Oh, that's fair. But, you know, whatever. Yes, you're talking about Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, right? Great show. I think that's a really awesome realization of like the Scott Pilgrim story stuff. Wasn't that a thing? The teleports come in handy there. Here, they sure do. Too bad I don't remember where any of them are. So we're just kind of playing it by ear here. Oh wait, I can teleport back to the hub though. I can do that. Okay, let's go with you next. I don't think you're in any of the areas yet, other than the Purple City area. Probably? Don't know. I'm not really sure what you're implying, to be honest. Haha! Oh god, this hurts my eyes. The sunlight hurts my eyes. Oh. Oh. Gems. Oh. Oh. Read this area's notes in order? Sure, how? I'm just gonna read them in the order that I find them, okay? Yeah, I see a note, I'm gonna read it. And whether it's in order or not, we're just gonna let the fates decide. It should be numbered 1 through 5. Okay. I probably won't read them in order. It depends on the order I find them in. I'll try, but there's no guarantees. Oh, hello there. Storyteller A1. Today, the protagonist actually managed to confess her feelings for Allie. I'm happy for her. Yep, this is a different Saturday. This is a different Saturday. This is an alternate universe Saturday. Something like that. Is this too? Thank goodness! To be honest, I don't know how much longer I can go on pretending my loneliness doesn't exist. I'm happy for her. She's the me I should have been. I shouldn't exist in the first place. And once all of this over, she'll take over and the real Saturday can finally live a normal life. It's Sunday. Oh no. Like it should have been. Right? It's Ooh, gems. Anyway. Ooh, save point. Ooh, note. Please tell me it's 3. Please tell me it's 3. Yes. Okay, cool. I'm on the right track. They kissed today. I'm handling it, I think. I don't know. It's one thing to be stranded up here with nobody to be with. I came to terms with that. I can deal with it. But to see her happy with Allie like that, it's just a little much sometimes, you know? Fuck. I hate this. I'm not supposed to cry. I'm the guiding light, a prop for the play. I'm the storyteller. I can't. I'm so lonely. Please, I don't want to watch the play anymore. I don't want to be the master if the puppet hurt me this much. Oh, Saturday, honey. I visited Layer 0 today. For the first time in a few thousand cycles. 1,000! Her consciousness has been lucid and retains memory of a few thousand repetitions of this. Just had to stand there for a bit with her. Of course, Allie couldn't see me, but I was there, and I think it helped a lot. I know that at the end of the day, the protagonist should be the one whose mind I join. All things considered, she's suffered so much more than I have. I don't know about that, but I'm scared. I don't want to disappear. And I know that it's not disappearing, but I'm still just scared. What if I'm not able to ever feel like she does? There's so much that I don't know about how the refusion process works, and I can't help but be a little scared and selfish, and I just catch myself wondering, what if she joined my mind instead? I hate that. I
hate that I'm having those thoughts, but I am, and I'm pretending I'm not is not gonna do me any good. I refuse to turn my back and run away now, but I also need to take things at my own pace. Can't push what little of the World Keeper and Liberator remain in me too far. Oh. Oh. Interesting. That makes sense. Yeah. That explains a lot. That kind of puts together some theories that I had. Isn't that interesting? The World Keeper and the Liberator were parts of Saturday. I'm a firm believer in parts work, so what's my theory? My theory is pretty much exactly what they said. Is that Suki and Dawn are different aspects of Saturday's subconscious mind. That they are her parts, which I don't really know the best way to explain parts work, because it's a very complex type of therapy that I'm being treated with, and I still really don't know the best way to kind of explain it. But where essentially there are, like, anytime a major event or a trauma happens, your brain kind of like splits it into a specific aspect of yourself that conjoins itself with your greater consciousness. It is a very normal and a very natural thing, and it's kind of considered. You could almost say that it's like the healthy version of what eventually extremely becomes dissociation and like a dissociative disorder. It's like the healthy version of it before it turns into like the badness. Do you want to take a stab at which parts? I mean, she kind of just explained, didn't she? Dawn is the part of her. I've never heard anyone explain it in depth before. That's really the best I can do because I'm not a therapist. I'm just being treated by a therapist who knows parts work really well. But, well, we don't. It's not time for me to talk about my diagnosis and how that connects with everything that I just said. But as for what Saturday was saying about like which parts fight and flight personified, I was thinking that Dawn is the part of her that wants to face this whole situation. Dawn is the part of her that wants closure. It's the version of her that finally wants to come to terms with everything and accept and make a final choice about whether or not to refuse into this Saturday or have that Saturday refuse into her. And then Suki is the part of her that is just terrified of this whole situation, doesn't want it to go down, and wants to prolong the eventuality as much as humanly possible so that she doesn't have to make that difficult, terrifying, and I am sure emotionally eviscerating choice. Suki is the part of her that wants to put it off. Dawn is the part of her that wants to get it done. That's my theory. Anyway, we have another song. Doppelganger! Neat theory. Thank you. Oh, God! Do I have to? I know there's things with that sort of thing and like plurality and stuff that might be an entirely different thing. Yes. So like I said, whoa, God. Like I said, parts, like having parts is kind of like the precursor
having parts is like the precursor to plurality. It's the regular healthy coping mechanism that the mind develops that, should the trauma be too much to bear, can extend into the pattern of severe dissociation that results in plurality, if that makes sense. Because I can see how parts. I mean, honestly, between you and I, many therapists would say that parts and plurality are functionally almost the same thing, but with different levels of extremity. And in fact, you know, if somebody with a dissociative disorder has something along the lines of like OSDD instead of DID, said therapist, said clinical specialist might refer to it as parts rather than like alters, because they have different terminologies. But like in studying this, I guess my theory is that there's like categories of intensity. I wonder if you can lose parts. Kind of. It is possible for your parts to kind of recombine with one another, to kind of like fuse into each other, or to fuse back into your core self. And that is also totally normal. It is also possible for sometimes like parts that you already have to split. It's actually the same as how it applies to like dissociative disorders. Like somebody who has alters could like split or fuse those alters into different levels of multiplicity. And yeah, so like not only can you like technically kind of lose parts in a way by having them combine with other parts or fuse back into your core self, it is also possible for your brain to just kind of lose track of them, and for them to kind of get so buried into your subconscious that they do continue to influence you, because as long as they exist, they will influence you, but you come to forget as to why or how they do. I was not expecting to explain this stuff today. This is cool. Anyway, I'll do the song later. I want to look at the notes. Sorry, I must have dropped my altar. Can you go pick them up? How the fuck did I just walk right past this? Altar daycare. Also, it's really funny. I find this really funny. I lost a follower during that conversation, and I will never know why. I find that really fucking silly. Like with somebody. Oh, hey. What? Wait, Ion, you weren't already following? I'm confused. Thank you so much for the follow, Ion Gaming. I hope you enjoy your newfound career as a Star Dancer, and I welcome you to your new home in the Akashic Records. I'm actually confused. You're in the Discord, but you weren't following me? I was never following. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, that's funny. Somebody unfollowed, which probably means that somebody was here at the channel, possibly watching this conversation, and was like, "No, I can't deal with that shit." No, this bitch is crazy. Oh god. I mostly describe my depression from work in Japan as feeling as though I lost parts of me worth keeping alive. Were you just checking the Discord for stream alerts? I guess. Their brain exploded? Yeah. And they were like, oh no, this person's talking about mental health? Oh no. Does that mean they're mentally ill? Ew, can't handle that. I mostly describe my depression from my work in Japan as feeling as though I lost parts of me worth keeping alive. That's a lot to unpack. And I don't know if I could properly unpack that for you. I am also not a therapist, so you know, I know a lot of theory of this stuff, but I don't know application too well. But I guess I would say probably the like that might just be a lot of like regular dissociation, where kind of like your brain just kind of turned off several different functions and several different aspects of self to just kind of focus on survival, because when you are depressed, it teaches your body to go into survival mode. So that could have been part of it. Anyway, Storyteller 85. Today, the third chapter gets sent up to the 4th Dimension TVO clients. Why am I including these logs? It's a lot of vulnerability for one. I think you deserve to see this. Call it selfish, if you will. I don't care. No matter what happens, whether I disappear or I don't, I want you to see this. I want you to know that I was here. I'm still scared, and I'll continue being scared. I'm not a very courageous girl. But I'm okay with that. I finally found what I was meant to do. You can't stop now, Valkyr. For her sake, but also my own. Break this final lock for us. I beg of you. Oh. Oh man. I was waiting for them to use my name. I was waiting for that. Dang, Beck, you're in the game. Wonder when they added that. I mean, I've already had therapy. I've made a decent amount of peace with that time. Oh yeah, I wasn't assuming that you wanted me to like help you somehow. I just like, I am not a clinical specialist, so I don't know how possibly I could apply the theory of parts work to what you were saying. Yeah, so everybody is saying that. We actually never did do this song. It's a 1 on opening. It's a 1 on opening. Oh no, some people are gonna miss this. Oh well. There goes the all crit. I'm thinking about that lost follower for some reason. I'm just really curious. I'm always curious when somebody unfollows. Like, what the hell was your reason? What did I do? What did you do? Who did you think I was that I turned out not to be? You know? Yay! Maybe it was a bot that had their account deleted. You know, that's not a completely wrong idea. GGFC. Yeah, thank you. An FC on the difficulty 1. Haha. as somebody who plays a good number of rhythm games, this doesn't feel like a 1, and I can't place why. That's... Yeah. Oh, wait. Half of you can't hear me. Anyway, yes. I tend to just unfollow some in my list when I realize I haven't watched their streams at all, so ironically, people streaming are more likely to be unfollowed for me. You know, maybe it's like that for a lot of people. Maybe it's kind of like if somebody unfollows, it's because they see that person streaming and they're like, you know what? I haven't watched you in like months. So I guess there's no point in staying followed. I don't know. Because I mean, you get like a notification every time. Huh. Interesting. I don't think they were in the Discord. I don't know. I'm not like upset about it. I really like I'm kind of past that. I'm not desperate for followers like I used to be maybe like half a year ago. I'm just always so curious. It's not like it happens often. Anyway, you're gonna do it on 6. What? No, the brain lag. Why do I feel like this song lowered my scroll speed? Like, is this really an 8? This feels really slow. It just means you're getting used to the scroll speed? Oh, that's a fair idea. Guys, I've never followed someone for active reasons, so it's just me realizing I don't watch them. Yeah. Honestly. And that's fine. They'll like crank it up to 20. Oh god. They'll like, if we're being real, honestly, how many of you, and I mean how many of you, watch every single channel that you follow? There's actually probably a few of you that do that, but I am not really one of those people. Then again, for me, following people is like a networking thing, because it gives me a list of people to raid. And that's like what I more follow people for, is to raid and socialize and have access to possible friends. than to just casually watch their streams. Though I do that too. I am starting to do that. Just occasionally put on a friendo's stream and watch them. Even though deep down I know and I wonder and I lament at the fact that they will probably never actually see me as a friend, even though I'm trying to meet them in the middle as an equal, as a fellow content creator. But you know, not everybody in this biz is looking for friends. Oh god. This is what you were saving up for? Attention all goobers and gremblos, I have a very important announcement. Weh, 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 weh.
Good job!
Thank you. I should get back into streaming when I have the free time. You should. Oh, God. You should. Streaming's fun, even if it is also quite stressful and a whole shit ton of work. And Sawa, yeah, after streaming, 7 years streaming on Twitch, following as a networking thing is still so foreign to me. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like why is that paused? I almost part of me almost feels like it's a VTuber thing. And I don't know if you're a VTuber or somewhere in that category. I've actually never seen one of your streams, Sawa. I don't even know what you sound like. Anyway, but yeah, because like, you know, people like creators like follow it. It just kind of seems like pretty straightforward to me that, like, you know, creators follow each other. They do it to kind of like stay connected and like have access to each other, because like on Twitch raiding is like one of the only on Twitch, like raiding is like one of the only ways to signal boost yourself. So like if you like want to make any attempts to kind of like hasten your growth and your progression, it's like you do other social media or you raid everybody you see, or it's just like everybody you can, at least. And those are the lessons that I've been told, and I do neither of those things. I do neither of those things. I'm very bad about doing both of those things. So I just kind of vibe and hope that people like you guys and Okida will show up, because you just were prowling around the category that I was into and thought I was neat. Because yeah, like people do find me just by looking at like the Vivid Stasis category and stuff. I don't remember where the fuck. Just from like the category. And you know, that happens. People do find me that way, but it's not nearly as common, because like not a lot of people do that. Where the fuck did we come from? For sure, I do raid out of every stream, but even then I always just look for other people live doing speedrun stuff or the same game when I raid out. And see, you can do that. Like that's totally respectable, and that's like absolutely the way to do it. Is just like, you know, you can raid whoever the hell you want. It doesn't have to be anybody specific. But I like to make connections. I like to make connections and make friends and like mix and you know like mix communities with each other. Like if I form a friendship with a VTuber, our audiences are more likely to interact with each other, and like, you know, our audiences are more likely to be interested in each other. Which sounds like a weirdly pragmatic way of looking at it, but I like to think of it as like we're connecting in multiple ways, because, you know, we're friends, we're spending a lot of time around each other, so obviously like the people who like to watch us are going to become aware of the other as well. And so that's cools. And not to mention, of course, like in the VTubing world, you know, another way to lift each other up is to like do collabs together, because then it really gets your audiences to look at each other, and then you can have like you can have lots of fun stuff to do with your friends, and at the same time like be networking. And it's, I don't know, VTubing's cool. I want to get better at it, but I'm just so this might be hard to believe. This might be very difficult to believe, but I'm incredibly shy. And so like when I consider the prospect of like collabing with other people, I get so incredibly nervous that I just like can't commit. I can't like get myself to like I have trouble rating even. Like I clam up and I get too nervous sometimes. So I'm an absolutely shit VTuber. That's fair. Breaking. Local self-proclaimed extrovert comes out as shy. Do you understand? Do you understand? Yeah, aren't you an extrovert? Yes. Do you understand how difficult that is to deal with? I am an extrovert with social anxiety. Yes, they exist, and yes, it sucks to be one. Because I thrive off of social interaction. I live off of connection, like a cactus from, like a plant from water. And yet, when it comes to the opportunity to go out and make new connections, I look at the person from a distance and I twiddle my thumbs and I go, oh god, oh shit, oh my god, I want to be friends with you so badly. Please notice me. Oh my god. It's bad. It's so frustrating. Because I want to make friends. But I'm so bad at working up the courage. And it's funny too, because like sometimes when yeah, apparently F4 makes the game tiny. You know, like if I get myself started, if I like really sit down with somebody and I find something to connect over, it's fine, it's easy. It's as easy as like sitting here talking to you guys. But like, I don't know, man. I have to be in the right mood. I have to be in the right mode to be able to just like easily break the ice. And even then, like, even then, like, trying to form lasting connections, it's like another thing. Because I can make a good first impression. I'm pretty sure, like, of a lot of the people that we rated, I don't know if Tessie's here. You know, of the people that I rated, and like the people that I've interacted with and occasionally get rates from, like, I feel like I've at least made a good impression. They like think I'm cool, but other than like one of them, I haven't made a lasting friend out of any of them. And that wounds me, because I want to be friends with everybody, but like I don't know how to like make that happen. I'm real bad about it. Anyway, that's enough about me. I'm gonna read this final note, the last page. Wait a minute. I don't want to read that one yet. Final note, Candy Cracker. What? Oh, I haven't found that one yet. Have I found this one? I found this one. Final note, Orphan. I don't know what any of these are. Shit, which one was that one? So it's a gathering of residences. The city, I think. Mountain hidden behind a temple. I think we did that one. High in the sky. That's the clouds. Cave hidden from plain sight. Locked behind your path or a muddy tunnel. I don't fucking know. Oh wait, so I have to read the notes? I wanted to read all of them at once. But if they're gonna like help me. How do I have less social anxiety than someone who actually speaks to people? Don't know. Don't know. Well, I might be able to tell you. You maybe had less childhood trauma than I did. Childhood trauma specifically around... childhood trauma specifically around socializing. So you can save them for all at once? Sweet. I have the unfortunate issue of not remembering anywhere that I've been or anywhere that I've yet to be. Gathering residences. I think we did that. Because it was like the city type area. And we did get a key there? Vague hint related to trash can footsteps? Trash can footsteps? Wait, didn't we already do that? Ah! You haven't? No? Okay. At least these are the trash can footsteps that I think of. Because there's a trash can. There's two. There's two? There's two of them? Ops Lemony is a good song. I don't fucking know what that means. There's two trash can footsteps. Son of a bitch. Yes, Ops Lemony is good. I don't remember where that is. Are you trying to help me right now? Because I don't remember where that is. I don't remember where all the songs are. You decided... Okay, you said it was later? What? 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 Grandma's a little confused. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Grandma Valkyrie is a little confused. Grammy. I don't understand. Outer box upper right. Okay. 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 Outer box upper right. It's not that complicated anymore. Outer box. And now back to the trash can. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Now you're just making it weird. This puzzle isn't very clear. This is a puzzle? What? Waterfall? That's not a fucking waterfall! That's not a fucking waterfall! That's not a waterfall, goddammit! Back in my day, waterfalls moved! They weren't just sitting there, loitering on their fucking lunch break while they're clocked in! What the fuck is that shit? Is that waterfall on strike or something? God damn it! Hey! Grandma's tired. Trash can moves away. Oh my god, how the fuck would I have known that? Oy. Ah. Fucking waterfalls. God damn it. Waterfalls. I'm glad you're enjoying so much. I passed a lore note. I know. I passed it. I mean, something Kenai. Yeah. The Liberator is an interesting one for sure. Her appearance, for one, I remember Tsuki mentioning having a friend named Dawn way back when, but I never saw her. So the Dawn in this world is similar in name alone. But it's really funny that her appearance manifested in blue-purple. I love the color gradient of pink and blue, so it's interesting that the World Keeper and Liberator took from that. She's a lot more cynical than the World Keeper, despite how the World Keeper seems to the protagonist in all the cycles. I wonder what will happen if the protagonist ever finds that out. I can't imagine it'll be pretty at the very least. Interesting. I'm very jelly of people that can do voices because I am not very good at doing voices. Are you implying that I can do voices? Because I'm not really sure I actually can. Yes, I am. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's very kind of you. Because I don't know. I've like watched back some of my clips, and when I'm like doing my Saturday voice, I'm like, that just sounds exactly like the same me. The earlier fork in the road from the babushka moment. Okay, fair. Okay, fair. I was doing a voice there. I am jelly of people with voice. Yes. You are in a special situation, Immortal. We understand. Oh. That's silly. It's stupid. I get that though. I had that editing my Deltarune VODs. Yeah. Like I have trouble crossing the threshold of embarrassment when I'm voice acting, which is funny because I have just years and years of acting training, and for some reason I managed to like lose that spark a little bit. Which means I honestly don't think I commit enough to the voices that I do, which means they do come out sounding just similar enough to me that they come out sounding similar enough to me that I'm just like, am I even doing anything here? The funny page is in this area? Excellent. I wish to find it. I will wander around and ramble until I do. Oh! Hello, Paige. Storyteller W. I spent most of the cycle observing the World Keeper's actions. She's really interesting. It's clear that there's more humanity in her than she realizes, even if it's just a tiny fraction. In a way, both the World Keeper and the Liberator have a little bit of each other. It's kind of romantic. This too could be Yuri in another timeline. I still can't get over 9 out of 10 people I know being theater kids. Yep. It's me, a theater kid. World Keeper definitely wants out of all of this, but she won't let herself want that, because the rest of her has her divine purpose of keeping the simulated world in place. That's why she took the appearance of Tsuki. This world was created to free us from the trauma of her death, so of course the embodiment of keeping the world running smoothly would be the appearance of my sister. Well, I guess it's not really how Tsuki looks, it's more like how I expect Tsuki would look if she lived to the age of 23. Honestly, it's probably way far off. The original Tsuki would never wear anything nearly as fancy and frilly as that dress.
It does look good on her, though. Oh. Is it weird that I'm starting to like this version of Saturday more than the protagonist version? Because I am already very charmed by her. Alright, the fork in the road comment was a hint to the last key. What? I don't know how these things could relate, to be honest. Oh, dear lord! Hey, you don't happen to have gems, do you? Holy fuck. I need almost 100 more gems to open that door. Oh, but I really want to know what's behind that door! You know where you're doing the babushka bit? You pass the area of the gate. Ah, fair. Shit. That means I gotta go back. I feel obligated to say it's a level 0 song. I don't remember what that means. Doesn't that mean like it's gonna like kick the shit out of me and take my lunch money? Boundary shatter. Great. Here I thought you were gonna chill on the back seating. They are being a little heavy with the back seating, but I'm kind of I'm kind of okay with it. Like I don't mind that you're helping right now because I'm getting lost. And so honestly, getting the little hint of like, hey, you passed it is actually like pretty nice. Because, yeah, I love you guys, and I love hanging out with you guys, but I don't want to spend another hour just roaming around trying to find the thing. Alright, this was the gems, by the way. Okay, I'm in the right area, okay, I can handle it from here. I wonder if Cheryl just felt lazy for this section after so much hard work. I don't know, maybe. I forgot where the teleport is. No. Interesting. The texture here is dirt. Honestly, it's probably faster just to walk back. You can exit the menu, come back. Sure. It's not a bad idea. Yes. We have 50 gems. That's pretty neat. Speedrun strats. Hell yeah. Okay. We unlocked all the notes. Oh my god, we're pretty close to the end, too. Oh god! I'll get clipped by fucking babushka bit! No! I've been clipped! Oh god. This is gonna be so embarrassing to watch this one. I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
Soup. Oh, hey. Yep. OBS says the ads are over. Okay. Excellent. Good. Have some water. Does anybody can anybody tell me if there's like a recommended order for these notes? Like if there's an intended order that I should read them? And yes, I am gonna unlock the songs. I'm just gonna do the notes first though. Last page, Candy Cracker, Orphan, 3-4, okay. So, last page. I remember a day back in 2019, during the summer. I was watching anime with Allie. Over Dishboard, though. Dishboard. We ended up roping in another friend of mine, Mitsuko, and the whole voice call spiraled into madness. At one point, I got up and found some random drumsticks in my closet. We called them drum accompaniments. In the anime, there was this little cat-like thing that turned out to be super evil, so Mitzi printed out a picture of it to a piece of paper and started scribbling over it in Sharpie. Hey! I know what that's a reference to. That's Cubey, you little shit. That actually reminds me. It has been confirmed to be Cubey. Perfect. Yeah, I actually, when I was at MomoCon, there was this shop that had just a crazy amount of Madoka Magica merchandise. I spent like, I spent, no joke, like $400 there. And they had scratch cards for like, you know, for getting like discounts and stuff. And the way that you scratch them to like get your reward is you scratch off Cubey's face. It's really funny. I don't know why I remembered this. It just popped into my mind. I wonder what Mitzi's up to now. Mitzi. Oops. 2019 was a different time. Oh geez, are we gonna have enough points for all the music? Okay, next one is Candy Cracker. One time, Allie and I went to a candy shop when we were out on vacation in Canada. Despite it being a candy shop, they had an entire section dedicated to different flavors of popcorn. That's a real thing. Also, yes, Ion, you should watch Madoka Magica. Everyone here who hasn't seen Madoka Magica should watch Madoka Magica. I am so crazy about that anime, about that series, about Madoka Magica, about Magia Record, about all the movies. Well, only one movie is like news story stuff, but still. That world is crazy and it's great. I ended up getting the pickle flavored popcorn, and I swear it was one of the best things I've ever had. Yo! Saturday knows where it's at! Liking the pickle flavor. Allie didn't see the vision, though. Honestly, I hope I get to visit Canada again once all of this is over. It's really nice there. Oh shit, oh no, we might be short the diamonds for one more song. Oh crap. Well, we are gonna get diamonds from doing the other songs, so it's probably gonna even out. I wonder if it's just Cheryl talking about herself. Oh. I actually have been kind of wondering how much of Saturday is like autobiographical of Cheryl. Do you think I'll ever be forgiven for what I'm doing? Masterminding this whole plan to save myself. Do you think the protagonist will ever forgive me for trying to tear her away from the world made entirely for her own happiness? I worry about that sometimes. Well, actually, a lot of times. What if she doesn't want anything to do with me? What if she thinks I betrayed her in some way? It's really hard to imagine, so I try not to, but the possibility horrifies me even still. Okay.
A lot of this game is. That makes sense. Alright, and the last one. What lies at the end of all of this? Well, you should have an idea if you're reading this. Not escape itself, but the beginning of a path to escape. If you're reading this, then you've come all this way. You've seen the Schrödinger cycle. Even if this doesn't work, or if you don't even take up the task of bringing it to the finish line, thank you. Thank you for listening, for watching, for seeing that we are here, that we are alive, even despite everything. Okay, so we need to somehow scare up 18 gems. Start with the last page. You can get them from this song. Yeah, I know. I know. This is really pretty. Oh god, the multitasking. Really pretty background, and I feel like the song itself, like, really kind of, I feel like it takes you back to that cute moment on Discord with Allie and Saturday and Mitzi watching Madoka Magica and hating on Cube. Yeah, I am gonna try. Honestly, this is probably my favorite Final Landing song, just from how pretty and emotional it is. Yeah, it is really pretty. And I don't know, it feels beautiful and nice. An 8 might be a little bit outside my comfort zone, but I'm gonna do my best.
Ugh. Oh, I fucked it up kind of bad. All my homies hate Cube. It's true. Cube can eat a bag of holding of dicks. Get an AA. Yeah, it's could have been worse. I wonder if Madoka Magica is almost meant to be a capitalist critique, or if that's just my personal beliefs clouding my view. I don't know, but maybe. I guess I couldn't. I could like. I guess I could, you know, believe that. Alright, Candy Cracker. It is about pickle flavored popcorn and getting candy with Ellie. Spending time in Canada. Oh my god. This song sounds like what Sugar Rush feels. Yeah. AA. AA, that's terrible! Okay, 19. What up? I'm Jared, I'm 19. Final note, orphan. Right, this is Saturday talking about how she's trying to escape. It's an 8! Okay, hang on. I have to face the music a little bit. Okay. 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 I need to get 4 more gems on Candy Cracker. 3 more on last page. Okay. Alright, now for Orphan. Oh, that's a cool jacket. Oh, that's a nice background. You know, I almost liked this song for a second. Okay, I'm starting to like it again. Oof. Ugh. I played it once and then never again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to play it more than once. I don't know. That song was... That song was cool. It had some cool moments. I suppose criminally get 4 for AA. Seriously. Ugh. 4 out of 10. Fuck you. Yeah, so what I predict, I'm just gonna say this right now. I am gonna grind these off stream. If I can get away with it, I'm gonna try and grind out all of these songs off stream enough to completely unlock the door, and then we can, you know, finish that. We can actually finish the section next stream. But oh, hello Kodiak. You are also cute. You are here just in time for me to get my ass kicked by another song. Woo! Oh, this is a cool background. Oh my god. Oh my god. What was the context of this song again? I don't remember. Oh, right. Basically, Saturday's like rebellion against her situation, her possible escape. Oh. Oh dear lord. Ugh. Can lower the accessibility settings. Oh, like the difficulty requirements and stuff. Yeah. The song doesn't look nice on opening. No, it does not. No, it's not. It don't feel nice either. It don't feel nice neither. I am also so fucking tired. I am big EPs. Don't feel like you have to grind for the sake of stream. I'm gonna try because I want to, because I know what my weaknesses are. I know what my weaknesses are with rhythm games in general, but particularly with this one. And I want to find a way to conquer them. I want to see if I can actually overcome them. And I want to see if I really can do this. Because I'm actually not super far off, but I don't know. So I'm gonna try. If it doesn't pan out, and if like I just can't get it done before the next stream, I'm probably gonna fuck with the accessibility settings and just make sure that we can see the rest of the story. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a shot. In any case, I am in fact very EPs. S is 6 gems and S plus is 7. Okay. Just so you know what grades to shoot for. Yeah. That does help. Okay. In any case, we are at the end of the night. It has been one hell of an adventure. Oh my god. I am so... I know I might be, like... I might have complained a lot, and I might have, like, gotten salty or emotional or emphatic, but I enjoyed every minute of this. Because... I mean, I love hanging out with you guys, but this game is so... This game is so good. I really enjoyed this game, and I've absolutely adored my experience playing it with you guys. Rizu says there might be stuff in the shop, so I'm gonna go look. Streams great as always, made work bearable. That's awesome. You don't mean this shop, do you? Well, there's no new songs, however. Yeah. Komi, Eri. Nope. I technically have not completed chapter 3, apparently. So I don't have them yet. That's pretty disappointing. I was really looking forward to seeing those. Damn. Okay. Well, in any case, okay, for realsies now. Thank you all so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Let's see if there's anybody we can raid today. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Now I'm contractually obligated to raid somebody. Except I'm not! Haha! So, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I love y'all. I really, really look forward to our next stream of Vivid Stasis. Don't know when it's gonna be, but I will let you know. And please, everybody, be well. Yourself and others. Until I see you next. And I eagerly wish you guys all in the next one. Have a great night now. Ciao, ciao.